I believe 3.0 is coming. So let's look at hopefully our last calendar before that happens. Things on this calendar seem to be pretty similar to last month actually from a first impression. I'm going to go through things one by one. You can kind of just follow my mouse as I go through them. Really spaced out content a little bit better in the past few months. I think they've kind of learned what works and what doesn't work. Like for example, and this is kind of like my biggest gripe from a couple months ago was like Grand Conquest sharing with the legendary hero battles, because doing Abyssals and doing Grand Conquest was like really time consuming. So they kind of seem to put the most intensive or most time intensive things separated. So like Grand Conquest is now separated from that, and Grand Hero Battle instead is sharing with Grand Conquest. So I can really appreciate that. It seems like they've moved back Forging Bonds a little bit as well. It's going to start a week after the new heroes that are going to come after this current Fates banner. And honestly, what's also interesting here is that new heroes banner is a little bit longer than your average summoning banner. So I feel like this here, like December 10th, might be a good indicator of when book 3 might start. Especially since if you know about the bonus arena seasons, they tend to be 2 weeks, but what they've done is they've made them 3 weeks instead. So I feel like what they're doing here is they're making it 3 weeks so that they can start off maybe book 3 with those units, or maybe overlap whatever these new heroes are and the legendary hero plus whatever comes right after as kind of like a collective thing. Or what is also a big possibility is that arena changes are coming after these new heroes. That's why there's a little bit of a gap here and we don't really know what's coming after that, at least for new hero events and special heroes and such. So I can really appreciate that the Grand Hero Battle revivals still happen even with the Ether Raids Grail system in place, which means we can still add merges to our units that way and we don't have to necessarily totally rely on Ether Raids to get merges. And that also makes it cheaper in the long run. So thank you, IS, for keeping that a consistent thing. I hope they continue to do it in the following months as well. Like, for example, Tempest Trials, Forging Bonds, and Grand Conquest. That's kind of what I meant by time-intensive content all being separated, and it's good that they don't overlap. Anyways, what I really want to see, though, is maybe arena quests here giving us, like, grails. I want to see something like that happening, where either Forging Bonds, arena quests, Tempest Trials is a missed opportunity. They seems like they didn't give us grails here, but hopefully one of these things end up giving us grails in the future, or if not, maybe in the months to follow. Maybe they just want to increase participation, and that's my initial thought on that they want to increase participation in the new mode, and that's why they aren't giving rewards there. But if it follows the same pattern as Sacred Coins and Refining Stones, hopefully that does follow suit. And even Divine Dew is pretty difficult to get at first. At least they hopefully change that. A new Bound Hero Battle is coming as well, and that's going to be Corrin and Canna. We can see that the summoning focus for it will obviously be Corrin and Canna. We know that this is female Canna, though, I believe, with male Corrin. So it's a good opportunity to actually add merges on M. Corrin, especially if you're big on arena, because the new hero summoning event, there's a good chance that more dual skills will come, and our dual infantry might be one of the bigger ones to look out for. So really recommend that. If you do want to add Corrin merges, this would be a good way to give yourself a big bump ahead, and if you feel like you struggle with that system. The third unit itself, I'm not too sure what they would go for, but probably some sort of 5-star exclusive to round out the banner. So if they got like red and green, maybe blue would be like female Corrin, but might be a little odd if they do something like that. Maybe Azura could be there. Good to kind of like make it all mother and father kind of thing. Maybe. Let's make it popular and have all colors. So new power banner. This will definitely have Saber on it, and we don't know whether it'll have all the other ones, like a 4-person banner, like Bartray, Shanna, and Florina all being there. Maybe they'll skip on one of them not being there. And if I was to take a guess, it would probably be one of the blue Lance Flyers. Between Florina and Shanna, I'm not sure who's less popular, but if I was to take a guess, it's probably Shanna that's less popular because of FE6 not being as prominent in the West. Finally, if you're looking forward to the actual legendary hero summoning event, I do make my predictions about a week before it, so you can look forward to that. In about a week's time, I'll be making my predictions on it. Heroes with Vantage also come in afterwards. This is interesting because like they're not going to put the old Vantage units, so I guess this is a good chance to put like Ishtar and Mia here because they both have Vantage from newer units, but I don't think we've had units beyond that recently, unless they want to put like Reinhardt, I guess. I can definitely guarantee that we're going to see Mia and Ishtar here, but I guess the last one might be Sword Heart, which would make this very similar to the Ishtar and Reinhardt Bound Hero battle. Not a very enticing banner, but I guess it sells some of the newer units as they come. I want to give a few minutes of mention to this one, Heroes with Word Skills. People are probably looking at this and think that it's going to be like Drog here or like Shigure or something. But from what I've read, this seems to be a translation error, and Ward Scales is a reference to something like Crusader's Ward on Sigurd. So, and apparently the other units that also have a sort of like ward translation error happen to be Brave Ike and Brave Lyn. Blessing being translated to Japanese or something like that ended up being Ward. So I think this banner is actually going to be Brave Ike, Brave Lyn, and Sigurd, and not Drog, unfortunately. For those of you that might have been looking for Drog, I don't think this would be his, or Shigure. War Dragons could also be like M. Grima, but like I said, I don't think it's the word skills. I think that's just a discrepancy between those translation errors. At least the Japanese calendar seems to imply otherwise. Okay, 3 Heroes Quest still continuing. Let's look forward to seeing something we haven't before, and I'd be really thankful to see maybe some 4-star units, 4 and 5-star units, something like Soth or Tail 2. They did it once with like Roy, I believe, and Tail 2 and Barcher, but those are special maps. I hope to see them actually include like 4-star units here as well. I mean, other than that, calendar is pretty straightforward. It's more the same stuff we've seen, but now we have Ether Raids to kind of fit it all in. And Ether Raids is a really fun mode, so I'm really looking forward to whatever comes beyond the 10th, because I feel like the 10th is going to really line up with Book 3. That's my prediction here. I think Book 3 will start around this time, and it's going to bring hopefully some more amazing changes like Ether Raids was, because I'm very hyped about it. Anyways, let me know what you guys are looking forward to on the current calendar. Which one of these events do you most look forward to in a month? And what more do you want to see? Any predictions for what 3.0 will be? Do you want to see more story? Do you want to see gameplay changes? Summoning changes? Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyways, if you liked the vid, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.